All right, this is going to be a completely different style video. Had a pretty horrible week, horrible week on the markets last week. Um, yeah, we'll talk about it. This is the new funded account which I picked up. I have a live trade going on right now, but essentially I overtraded. Price action was just completely terrible last week. Not much that I can do about it. So we have a trade going on now. Um, Overall, price action was really choppy, which led to a lot of overtrading. And not to mention, because price action was really choppy, entries were just terrible, getting stopped. My biases were correct, but just because of the risks that I was putting, just didn't make a lot of sense. And we'll have a trade right here. That's kind of playing out. By the way, I will be dropping this brand new algo which I've coded. It's a combination of two algos that I'm trying to combine into one. One's a little bit more technical, one fires off a little bit more often, as you can see. So this first one right here, it pretty much prints. Um, Still have some more work to do on it in terms of my 1 to 1.5, because remember, if you're trading on a prop firm, $3,000 profit target, and then you have a $6,000 daily loss limit. That's a 1 to 1.5 risk to reward that you can use them. Just kind of get the entries where we can enter and not get fucked up. But because of price action has been so horrible in the month of July, there's really not much that I can do. You're gonna go through periods like this where markets just extremely choppy. Um, and again, as you can see, it does print. It's print out very well. If you would have taken this trade right here, and realistically, you want to target about 40 points is what I like to target. 40 points. 25-40 is what I like to target. That's about 1 to 1.5. In terms of every single trade. Yeah, if you would have taken this trade right here, as you can see, that's how many cents that is, but that's sure a lot of that's a lot. So the buys are pretty great as well. Again, because the price action is very choppy, sometimes trades can get stopped by. But I've coded it for the last 6 months, and as you can see, it's been working very well. It's been working very well. But last week I decided to go against my rules. I over leveraged a lot. I wasn't really using the proper risk management framework that was set into place. And because of that, I've been in a slump. I've been losing a lot and a lot. I'm gonna see if I can get this account back up, because there shouldn't be any reason that I can't. But it just goes to show that you are gonna have losing days when it comes to trading as well. And I'm just following the proper just um one micro, or whatever you want to call it. But as you can see, just off of one, you can rip. Price action does allow you just off of one. But let's say I would have taken three or maybe five, sure, I would have made 400 at the same time till I've gotten stopped out, and I would have blown this account. So it's just realizing that you can make money, you can make a ton of money without having to over leverage and oversize, which is the problem which a lot of traders are kind of running into. Um, at the end of the day, at the end of the day. So I mean, yeah, just looks like we have. So I'm about to close out of this trade right here. And as you can see, everything from this trade that I have that I printed, I did not really do anything. I got the alert on my phone, which hopefully will show. But you get the alert on your phone because it's connected to your trading view. It's connected to the trading view right here. It's gonna fire off a take profit, a stop loss as well. Once I get the take profit and the stop loss, I know when to enter. I usually try to enter right away. Again, sizing correctly. If you're trading NQ or MNQ, one contract is usually, because we're usually hitting TP1, TP2, and TP3. As you can see off of one contract, look at how much I printed. This is very stress-free. Now imagine if you would have over leveraged. Let's say you put 5 on here. Yep, we just hit, as you can see. 5 on 5. 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 5 on 5 Here it is. We just hit TP3. So we just hit TP3. This is a live example of how the algorithm works. We just hit TP3 to finally take profit. And we're going to close it out right away. It does consistently hit. I missed it, which is fine. I know it's 1-7, but you can't see. We'll close out of this
Order
position.
filled.
And within the last 30 minutes, I've just fired off 2 signals. I've made 200, and I will be trying to get this account back because I would think in the drawdown, I had about $100 of worth of buffer, and I've been able to get it back on a Friday. Today's Sunday. But as you can see, 200 very stress-free trades, only one contract, and we're just following basic price action. Just basic price action. You could take a reversal right up top. If you ever do hit TV3, I usually do like to take a reversal back down. But as you can see, now I have the other algorithms telling me there's a momentum buy right here at, but this one right here, this new algorithm, it also sends a notification to your Apple Watch, your phone. It's just a momentum buy. As you can see how the alerts pop up. You have your entry right here. You have your stop loss right over here. You have your take profit 1 and take profit 2. The other algorithm does have, as you can see, after you hit take profit 3, everything has been wiped off completely. This is just a momentum buy, which is following a continuation. The reason why we only have a take profit 1 and take profit 2 is just because we're just following the trend, just following the momentum, just risking one contract, one MNQ on this right here. If you get stopped out, it's a 25 to 40 point ratio, 25 point stop loss, 40 point take profit is genuinely what I like to do. And on these, as soon as I hit TP1, when I completely exit out of the trade, as you can see, we could take profit 3 right at the top. So a few minutes ago, you could have literally seen, if you rewind this video back, the final take profit, TP3 right here at 8 p.m. right here. We had our final take profit. Hold on 1 second. We had a final take profit, and as you can read, it said take price 20,711 final take profit on the 5-minute chart. Soon as we took profit, which it literally mapped out at the exact of the wick. It's the final take profit. As soon as that happened, you can see completely reversed. We completely reserved. What is that down $60 now? And we could have taken a complete reversal all the way back down, but we didn't, which is fine. But as you can see, the algorithms just work. Trading with algos does work, and you can see how far price is dumping. See right here, this was a momentum buy. This was just a weak signal that fired off, just in case price happened to continue. 100, we risk only one MNQ. If you're risking more than what I am telling you to risk, you're going to lose a lot of money. You're just going to lose a lot of money. However, as you can see, $100 stop loss, one MNQ. If we hit it, we hit it. If we don't, we don't. But it does have safeguards and safe rails just in case, something bad were to happen. So it does work. We go down to the 1-minute chart, as you can see. We do have an anchor zone. So whenever you do get this new algorithm after you purchase it, as you can see, we're firing off all day. These are good signals too. If you would have sold right here, this is what? Uh, is this about a 40-point move, as you could say? If you're selling from right here, if you would have taken the signal, we price dumped over 100 something points. So there's really no reason to. This was market close because market was about to close. So this would been a bad signal. We were told market just open. We bought right here. As you can see, we pumped price all the way up 100-point move. Now we're going back down. And as you can see, your anchor line is going to move. This is going to be your consolidation zone. So where price starts to consolidate. We moved away from our anchor zone, which is right over here. An anchor zone is going to be where price consolidates and what I believe to be the price that is the most reflective on where the market is. That's what I would call it. It would be our anchor zone. And of course, price action would move away from that, which would be extremely volatile, but it would also be a move that's really manipulated. So it's just market manipulation at the end of the day. So now we have a new anchor zone of about right here. If price bounces up and comes right over here, we'll have this anchor. So right here is our new anchor zone. I would be looking for a reversal back up top to my anchor zone, which it will happen. It's just all about getting the right entry. But on the 1 minute chart, you can see how that would play out right here. So right here, I would likely take one,
Order filled.
and I mean, I would just let this ride all the way back up. So yeah, as you can see, it's all about risking the appropriate amount of bets. I'm taking the exact same trades that you are. I'm up 200, but I could have also over leveraged and taken 3 contracts right here, 5 contracts right here, and completely missed out and just run the account. 3 trades, 3 for 3. I'm gonna be following my rules a little bit more. I'm gonna be following the algorithm a little bit more. On this day right here, I followed the algo. On these other days right here, I did not. I just, just traded by myself, which I'm not good enough to do. Just kind of find the top of the wick, the bottom of the wick with such an extremely volatile market. So yeah, essentially trading with algos, it does work if you're a trader who knows what they're doing. But the only part is you just can't seem to be consistent enough to obtain a payout or keep your account. Man, I think this will be very well for you. It would work pretty well for you. I think that's the biggest problem a lot of traders have is that not relatively new traders, but traders who have enough knowledge to get winning days, get 3 winning days, get 4 winning days, but then one day would completely wipe out their entire progress. And it's like your biases sometimes are correct, sometimes your biases are not correct, but essentially, if you can get your bias to be correct just 60% of the time and you follow a proper risk management framework and you enter and exit your trades correctly, there shouldn't be any reason at all whatsoever that you cannot seem to print off at all. So I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, it's all about risk management. There is no right or wrong trading strategy. There's a lot of mentors who are out there and they say their strategy works better. No, as long as you're getting extrapolating alpha from the markets, your strategy does work. I can't say anyone's strategy doesn't work. As long as you can extrapolate alpha from the market, your strategy works. It's all about the proper risk management. It's all about using all the tools that are with you have. At the end of the day, you can rinse these prop firms just over and over and over again. Why not just cheat? Okay. You should be using your unfair advantage to your fullest potential. You're not going to get a sticker or any extra credit by doing it um, without help. No one cares. As long as the money gets into your account, that's all that matters. So remember, there's nothing wrong with cheating. There's nothing morally wrong with cheating. At the end of the day, you should be using every tool, every disposal, and every tool that you have around you in order to give yourself that edge. Because the market does not care where you like your pinpoint or any of your pinpoints at the end of it. So yeah, this will be dropping pretty soon. There's a lot of testing and back testing and multiple Americans have been into it in order for me to drop this for it to be, worth what it will be priced at and to be worth helping people out because you don't want to drop a price that's not good enough. But essentially, the few test trials that I've had over the last 2 weeks, that's been nothing but amazing. It's all about just executing now at the end of the day. So yeah, let's see how this went. Looks like we have a losing trade. I do expect some sort of market reversal because we went right back into some consolidation zone right here. But yeah, um, nothing too terrible. We should be able to bounce back. So I'll be monitoring this trade. But again, if I had over traded this right here, I would have lost everything. Okay, so I would have lost everything. I would have lost everything had I overtraded this right here. Had I went 3 or 5 micros, I would have lost the $200 which I already had made. I would probably be down on this specific trade alone 150 easily, and I'd be up more than what $50. So everything I just did was for nothing. Again, you can stack. You can like I personally take 5 to 8 trades per day, but it's just proper risk management and you risk correctly and just size correctly, you can take 5 trades, lose 4, lose 3, and still be fine. So it doesn't really matter. So at the end of the day, just remember the size correctly, manage your risk, and use all the tools available around you. Good video. I'll be dropping some more content and more free game as well. But essentially for the first video, I just wanted to show you that there is other ways to trade. You don't have to necessarily just use the exact same just ICT concepts or YouTube videos that everyone's using. If you're a new or beginner trader that has a good amount of knowledge when it comes to ICT or order flow or whatnot, or even if you don't do, it, stop guessing. At least five people will help you out. Okay, have a specific bias that you have, um, but you just want confirmation. Use algos. Use something else to help you out. Okay, no one to bash you for it. If you're like, well, I want to enter this trade, but you look at the algo and it says, "Ooh, it's very volatile. I would not enter right now." That just saved you what, a losing trade or potentially getting stopped out for the entire day. Big difference between winning and losing. So remember, there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, this will be a good video. We'll be doing market breakdowns for every single day. Tomorrow is Monday, so today is Sunday. Market just opened. Price was dumping all last week. All last week, price was, dumping. So, essentially, I guess, I think I messed it up. Porra. O que você vai fazer? Huh? All right, great first video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.